Hello, ladies of the Fempire. I am so excited to be with you. My name is Angelisa Almanzar, and I am the All Heart Coach. And today we're going to talk about routines. It is my understanding I am kicking off routine month, which is perfect because all we have left for the year is October, November, right? November and December. So it's 3 months, it's 90 days, which is actually the perfect amount of time for you to change your life. So just so you know a little bit about me, I'm Angelisa Almanzar. Like I said, I am a love and relationship expert. I am also an expert in the masculine and feminine energies, which are divine, which is what you're going to be learning about today. I have been a life coach for over 10 years, a little over 10 years now, which is super awesome and super exciting. And I work mostly with women. So that's why this is it's so perfect. It's so perfect because our routines and what we do and the actions we take to create our results have everything to do with your masculine and feminine energies. Hi, ladies. Yes, please say hello if you are here. I will try and I have like a zillion notes and I want to try and get it all in for you guys today in this training. But I will look down on occasion when I ask you questions because I want this to be interactive. I have a lot of knowledge I want to give you because I feel, for me specifically, knowledge and wisdom can change my mind. And I'm a very masculine-leaning woman, and you're gonna know what that means in a minute. As a masculine-leaning woman, like when I can change my mind, I can change my life. That's really, that's me personally. If you know that that's you, let me know. Press 1 in the comments if you know that that's you. If I can change the way you think, I will change the way you live, right? So I'm excited to give you a ton of knowledge today and wisdom that you can apply into your life, specifically to create a routine that you frickin' love and a routine that inspires you. But here's the thing, there's some things in our way. So I'm going to talk a little bit today about what's in your way so you can make a new choice so that everything that you learned this month, you can actually apply it. Awesome. Oh, thank you, Lorinda. I'm glad. I hope I'm going to give you guys as much as I got in these 45 to 60 minutes. I'm going to try and keep it in there. So like I said, I work with badass women. That's what I do. I work with badass women who specifically want to live in their love frequency. That's what I do. And the way I do that is through teaching the feminine and masculine principles, which are our divine energy. If you didn't know, if this is your first time hearing about it, we are dual energy beings. So the first thing I want to say is your masculine and feminine energy has really nothing to do with your gender. Everyone has them. Everyone lives this way. Everyone is impacted by it. So today you're going to learn what those two things mean, how they affect you, so that then you can actually learn how to manage both of those energies together to create a routine and a lifestyle that really, really works for you. If there's anything I know off the bat, like being in this group, is that all the women in here want to create an impact and want to change the world. I didn't ask Jacob if I can curse, but sometimes I drop F-bombs. But you want to change the world, right? So how do we do that in a way that serves us, in a way that fills us, and that truly nourishes your heart, nourishes your soul, and creates space for people to be with you in an intimate way? And if there's anything about this kind of business, I love, love, love direct marketing. I love MLM. I love network marketing. You are all network marketing professionals. And I hope after today, if you haven't treated yourself that way, I hope you start treating yourself that way today, because it's some of the most rewarding work you can do. You change lives. This is serious stuff. And it starts by changing yours. So I want to jump in because I have a lot to share with you. And if you're excited, send me an emoji. I'm an emoji fiend. If you're on your phone, send me an emoji if you're excited. Send me your favorite emoji, and I'll tell you my favorite emojis later. So my intention today, ladies, is really to enlighten your awareness to how these two energies hold the keys to your freedom, and what freedom means to you. So I'm someone who I used to resist routine. I'm like a total rebel at heart. And like, look, I sweat every time I do lives. I get so excited, y'all. I start sweating. So I'm someone who like, I really resisted, and still sometimes like I get to work through it, resist routine, because I'm like a total rebel. I'm a total rebel at heart. As soon as you give me rules and structure, I want to break them. I want to go the other way. And that's been my mechanism for like a really long time, right? And what I realized after really doing my work and understanding how the masculine and feminine works is that there is so much freedom through routine. Have you ever considered that you actually already have a routine? You already have a routine. Every single one of us has habits that we do every freaking day. There's things we do every day, and then we get certain results, right? We get certain results, and they're often haphazard. So whether you are in tune with it or not, you already have a routine. So the idea would be to actually create one intentionally to create the results you want. Your routine has created exactly what you have now. Now, if you create a different routine, you will create a different result. And here's the thing, any major result that you want to have, and this really is around anything, right? Whether it's health, money, finances, career, it's not for lack of knowing. We live at a time where like every answer you could possibly want is on the internet. It is at our fingertips. How do I prospect? Look it up. I'm sure you'll find like 10,000 pages and videos that'll teach you exactly how to do that. How do I make friends, in public? You can learn how to do that. How do I talk to people? You can learn how to do that. How do I get better at sales? You can learn how to do that. It's all right in front of us, right? It's in our fingertips. So why don't we do those things? If you know what you want is to break through financially, if you know what you want is to get super healthy, if you know what you want is to have a booming business, it's not for lack of knowing. So what gets in the way? And that's what we're going to explore today. And that's what I want you to explore for yourself. And I'm going to enlighten you with some empowered truths. And that's really what they're, empowered truths about every single one of us, so that you can start making a new choice. Once you start making a new choice, you are actually writing your own ticket. Let me know if you want to write your own ticket, because here's the thing, there is freedom when you actually give in to the routine that's going to give you the things that you want. I have done it a million times. I've created results a million times over. I've done it with my clients a million times over. And it's as soon as you give in to the true desire, that's when the routine becomes easier, and that's when you actually get the freedom. So if you want to know where you are a year from now, think about it. Truly think about it. If you want to know where you are a year from now, you actually can decide today. You can decide today by doing something different and doing it consistently, right? So it's really a no-brainer. So what gets in the way? We're going to explore that today. Oh gosh, I'm so excited. I have so many notes. So here's the thing, you know exactly what will happen when you do certain things. There's certain things you are avoiding. If there's something that you know you avoid every day, and I want you to tell on yourself right now, we're gonna get real today, we're gonna get intimate. We're gonna get intimate, my work is in intimacy. If you know there's something that you wish you were doing every day and for some reason you just don't, just write it in the comments. Write it in the comments. For me, it's like, I want to work out every day. I do. I sort of do. I kind of do. And then I don't prioritize it, right? So that's me. I'm telling on myself. If it's what's for you, and around your business, if there's something you know that you could be doing every day that could help your business, that could help you impact more people, that could help you introduce more people to these incredible products, just tell on yourself. Tell on yourself. We're going to get free. We're going to liberate ourselves. Liberate yourself today, just so you can start connecting to what's actually in the way. Martha says exercise, eating better. Yes. Anne says working out. Jennifer, work out. Angie, recruiting. Perfect. Yes, keep them coming, ladies. Whatever you know that you've been resisting, this is your time to let it go. And the first way to let it go is to admit it. Go live. Yes, Carla. Oh my God, going live has completely transformed my business, and I resisted it for a very long time. Absolutely. Following up, eating healthy. Beautiful, ladies. Beautiful. Yeah, so get connected to what you've been resisting. What have you been pushing away that you know is like the thing for you that will be the game changer? And here's the thing, no one can tell you what will be the game changer for you. You actually already know, and I'm going to talk about a little bit about why that is. So you think about that, right? that's what we're gonna do today. That's what I wanna do today. We're gonna take a peek behind the curtains of your own mind. We're gonna take a peek behind the curtains of your own heart to get into what is really in the way and how do we actually choose in? How do we choose in on the stuff that feels kind of icky, that we don't want to get through, and why it's so freaking important that you actually do that thing. So I'm gonna start with a little bit of a 101. I have another training at the end of the month that's gonna be like incredible. So I want to lay down this foundation now. So hopefully you guys will have it, harness it for this month, and then at the end, it's all going to tie together, right? So I want to talk about your masculine energy, which is really where we're going to start, your divine masculine energy. And as far as your routine goes, your divine masculine energy is in charge of routine creation and participation. So your divine masculine energy, and we're going to talk about what that looks like in your life, and how, what part of you this energy governs. But as far as your routine, your masculine energy is what would actually have you create the routine and then interact in the routine. So not just do what we do, right, on like New Year's Eve, where you write down the 10 things we're gonna do and then never do it again, right? Like that's a sign of a weak masculine. So we're gonna talk about what the divine masculine looks like as far as your routine is concerned. So just so you understand, the motivation of your masculine energy, is to receive respect, authority, accomplishment, strength of self. So career, health, money, finances, your masculine energy above all wants to feel like a badass. So if you're the kind of woman who you love that feeling of feeling like you overcame something, if you know that you face courage, that you face fear with courage, and you go and you like take the step and then you feel amazing, let me know. Give me like some fire emojis or just write the word masculine badass. If you know you're that kind of woman, and that's a lot of us, a lot of entrepreneur women, or women who are career women who have goals, who want to accomplish them, who want to receive respect. It means you have a very powerful masculine energy, which is beautiful and amazing, especially around your work, So there's ways that your masculine can get in the way if it's not working at its optimum. So I want you to know what your optimum divine masculine looks like so you can actually activate it at will. That's what I teach people how to do, and it's fucking awesome. And I'm gonna try not to curse, but it is. It's awesome because once you know how to tap into that like badass warrior within yourself, you can face whatever challenge. So think about your routine, right? We're always gonna bring it back to your routine tonight. Think about your routine in those moments where you don't want to do it. If your masculine is activated, your ass is gonna get up. You're gonna go to the gym, you're gonna go take the walk, you're gonna make the phone call. And I'm gonna give you some tools for how to make that much, much, much easier today. I love it. Respect is big for me, says Karen. Absolutely. Our career aspirations, our money aspirations are truly, like most of us in society, it's to earn respect, but it's not really about other people. Some of us have put the focus outside, but it's truly for yourself. There is an inherent need in each one of us to be self-sufficient, and to self-create and to self-motivate. Absolutely 100%. So if you know that this part of you is a little weak, if you feel like you give yourself over to other people, to places, say that in the comments. Say, I want to work on my masculine, because we're going to talk about that today. So your masculine energy, this is your doing energy. It's rooted in taking action. If you're a woman of action or a man of action, if you're on here and you're a man, if you are a person of action, then your masculine is strong. Someone who can look to fill the need. It looks, the masculine energy looks for what's missing. It looks for what is the need and how can I fill it? What is the need and how can I fill it? So I want you to think of like a hunter. If you think like back in the day when we were all cavemen, like the hunter is really that masculine energy. Again, has nothing to do with gender, has nothing to do with man or woman. If you're by yourself and you're in the jungle, or if you're in the woods and you're going hungry, guess what? Your masculine is going to emerge. You're gonna look for the food, you're gonna look for what's needed, and you're gonna look for what's missing. The masculine energy is thinking about the future and the past. It's strategizing. It's a strategizing energy. It looks for what needs to be filled and how can I fill it. It's an independent, it's not waiting for anyone. It doesn't need a savior. Your masculine energy is like, we got this. We got this and we're all we need. And we're all we need, okay? So this is, I like to call it your warrior energy. This is your warrior energy. It thrives off courage, activating courage, and doing the hard thing. Doing the hard thing. Because here's the thing. Think about all the times you haven't wanted to do something because it scared you, and then you did it. And you felt amazing. Or you felt like you wanted to throw up. And then you still felt amazing because you're like, I can't believe I just did that. And often there were probably results you couldn't have expected, right? So your masculine energy, it's for the payoff. It does the hard thing, not just because it wants life to be hard, because everyone's definition of hard is different, right? So the masculine energy, it's really for the payoff of feeling your own power. Your masculine energy, remember, the motivation is self-strength. It's building your self-strength, your character. So your masculine totally gets off on feeling its own raw power to push through, to break through, to create. So the ability to choose for yourself, to not be at the beck and call of the world, right? To not have your influence or your opinions or your thoughts or your authenticity be influenced by the outside. It's about, who do I say I am? Who do I say I am, and what am I going to do? That's your masculine. It is your wheelhouse. And I promise you, when you're in that space, and every single one of you has been in this place before, I promise you. So we're going to check in a second. But where you have to release the fear or push through it. I cannot overestimate this, Ina. It is everything. And especially if you're a woman building your business right now, if you're a woman creating clientele, working with clients or customers, this is everything. Because your masculine is where you actually carry out your level of trust. So belief and faith, if it's just in your head, it really does nothing. When you turn that belief and faith into action, that's when everything starts to work. All the pieces align. Serendipity starts to happen. You meet the random person who has a huge network, who loves makeup, right? You meet the incredible executive who wants to place a huge order and becomes your rock star customer. All those things happen. But you must activate your masculine, which is really what we're talking about today, which I'm excited about. So I want you to check in. I want you to take a second to check in. That's huge. Absolutely, Holly, it is huge. And Jen says that's a tough challenge. Yes, absolutely. I want all of you to check in. Where do you see this energy emerge naturally for you? So in business or in for some of us, it's in our health, right? I know in my health, my masculine wavers up and down. But in my business, boom, I'm ready to rock, right? In my finances, let's go. I'm pushing through walls. So all of us have these places where your masculine, your divine masculine naturally emerges. So I want you to be clear that there's nothing that you need to pull out of the ether or go hire someone to get your masculine energy for you. You already have it. So I want each of you to take a second and see, where do you see this energy emerge naturally for you? So perhaps you're a mom. Perhaps you're a mom and you're a freaking superwoman. And you know that no matter what, you're always looking ahead, you're calculating, you're setting the dates, you're setting the appointments, you're going. Nothing will stop you, even when you're tired, right? You'll run through walls for your child. Maybe you're a mom. Perhaps you're a take charge person at work. In your office, you're the one who is always leading the way or leading the pack, making the plans. Your masculine energy is aggressive. Remember, it looks for what is needed and how can I bring it, because I know I got it. So maybe that's you at work, or perhaps it's you with your friends and family and your partner, right? Your relationships. Maybe that's where it naturally emerges for you. Are you the one who always makes the plans? Who's always, doing the dinner parties, right? That's me with my friends and family. I'm always the one like, yeah, come over. I'm the hostess of everyone. Like, set the dinner party. I love that stuff. So maybe that's you. You take charge. You always plan things and you're always thinking ahead and executing. So if you know, awesome, Karen says I'm meeting, Jen in friendships, getting people together, great. Angie says business, parenting, most close relationships. As a mom, awesome. Jen, single parenting, absolutely. So if you see yourself, if you see your masculine emerge in a certain part of your life, just go ahead and add it right there in the comments. Acknowledge yourself. So here's the thing. Once you realize that you have access to your masculine, especially your divine masculine, which is really to make you stronger in any part of your life, then you actually know experientially what it takes for you to apply that to your business, what it takes for you to apply that to your finances, what it takes for you to apply that to your relationships. So this is all super, super, super important, okay? So I want you to hold on to that. Hold on to the masculine, because we're going to go back there in a minute. We're going to get into the feminine. Your feminine is what balances you. This is one side of you. Your divine masculine is one side of you. Once it meets your divine feminine, that's when the magic happens. So your divine feminine energy, ladies, as far as your routine is concerned, your divine feminine energy is in charge of your routine, motivation, and desire. Motivation and desire. So I said your masculine is all about the creation and the participation in your routine. Your feminine is about the actual motivation behind it and the desire behind it. So just so you understand where your feminine looks like and where it comes from, what's the come from for your feminine, its motivation is safety, first and foremost. Your feminine energy wants to feel safe. And you want to say, like, feel safe to do what? Well, feel safe to express herself. To express herself and to be herself. Your feminine, more than anything, wants to be safe to be, to exist, without having to do anything, just to be whatever you want to be in that moment, right? Your motivation in your feminine energy is adoration. You want to be adored. You want to be cherished, right? You want to be honored. Your feminine energy wants to be honored, wants to be seen in its fullness and its glory. Your feminine energy wants to give and cultivate love. So you see the balance here. The masculine energy is all about cultivating strength of self. Your feminine energy is about cultivating love of others, which is perfect for what all of you do, right? Because you see how that marries. You see how that marries. Strength of self, building your business, sharing this vehicle, sharing these products, but cultivating love of others, showing them the possibilities, showing them what's available, showing them a different way, right? So once you meet these, you see how this can show up in your business. And also, her motivation is to receive full devotion and full commitment. Your feminine energy is the part of you that wants full devotion and full commitment. And you'll say, so Angie, full devotion from who? Full commitment from who? From you. Your feminine energy, and it took me a while to actually learn this, by the way. Your feminine energy wants full commitment and full devotion from you, from your own masculine energy. Our understanding, so like for a future, for another day, our understanding and our external connections that we've made to the masculine and feminine in the divine sense. So for some of us, that's our parents. They represent the divine masculine, the divine feminine. For some of us, it's the people who raised us or some of the influential people in our life. The way that we interact with our own feminine and masculine energy is often patterns we've learned externally. So when you learn what these two energies are actually seeking within yourself, you can actually choose freedom for yourself. You get to redefine what this looks like. It's completely awesome and completely revolutionary for how you walk through your life. So I want you to think about, so your feminine energy, it is your feeling and intuitive energy. So I said if your masculine is your doing energy, it lives in here. It's calculating all the time. It's aggressive. It's going. Your feminine energy lives in your heart. Your feminine energy lives in your heart. It's cultivating love at all times, and it wants full devotion and full commitment. It is your intuitive energy that is rooted in your divine inspiration and divine connection. So I'm talking spirituality here. I'm talking your connection to your source, whatever that source is for you. This is where your divine energy lives, okay? She tunes into her highest desire in the present moment. So she's not thinking about the past, and she's not even really thinking about the future that much. She's really tuned in to, what do I want right now? What do I want right now? Kristen says, wow, I am messed up. That's a lot, Beauty. And listen, it's most of us. Here's the thing. No one teaches this stuff, which is why I love my work. Because once you really learn it, and even the books that are out there are kind of like, I'm writing one now because the books that are out there are just like not even that good, not even that great. So yes, but stay tuned. This is all going to start making sense to you, and it's going to make sense why some of your results and your life looks the way it looks, right? So she tunes into her highest desire in the present moment. So not in the past or the future. And here's the thing. She expects the masculine energy to deliver on it. So she tunes in, what do I want? And I want my masculine to deliver on it. So if you're someone on the line right now or watching in the future, and you know that you have trouble connecting to what you want, or when someone says, well, what do you want? And you're confused, or you don't even give yourself time to think about what you want, which we're going to talk about in a second, your feminine energy is out of balance. It's a little weak because your feminine is so connected to what she desires that it actually allows your masculine to come in and provide that for her, thus creating a very balanced, beautiful, expansive, growing, influential, impacting life. You see how that connects? So this is your divine goddess energy. If your masculine is your warrior badass, right? This is your divine goddess energy. This is where love, worth, trust, inspiration, and creativity live. So if you have a hard time trusting, if you have, if your loving nature wanes, and you know you can like kind of be like a bee, right, and go off the rails. If your inspiration wavers, if you're always exhausted and tired, your feminine needs some love. She needs some R&R. She needs some resuscitation. So I'm super, super, super excited to be providing that context for you, because this is where so many women are struggling. We're burnt out. And like, all we need is actually within us. It's actually within us. All you need to blow up your business is actually within you, but it would require you to stop. It would require you to stop. And we're going to do a little process towards the end of this session to kind of support you in this. So for the purpose of full expression, she lives in love with trust, creativity, and inspiration for the purpose of full expression, because she knows when she's fully expressed, she's put herself in a position to receive. More than anything, your feminine energy wants to receive. She wants to receive that love. She wants to receive that honor. She wants to receive that money, that lifestyle, that ease. If you want ease in your life, give me some hearts. Throw me some hearts. Press a little heart. But if you know you want more ease, if you know you deserve more peace, throw me some hearts. Because you do. Because I know you do. So, same thing. I want you to check in. Where do you see this energy already present in your life? Where do you see this present in your life? Perhaps it's with your partner, or your boyfriend or girlfriend, right? Or your husband or wife. Maybe it's with your best friend, where being expressive and sharing how you feel and sharing your visions and sharing your dreams comes easier to you. Maybe it's just that one person. Like you have that one person in your life that you can say and be anything with, that you know you're not often that way with everybody else, right? So maybe you're noticing that this energy is very low in your life. Maybe you're recognizing, wow, no one really knows me. I very rarely tell people how I feel, what I think, what my visions are, and what my dreams are. or you know that there's a big, giant, gigantic, bold personality within you that you've been hiding for like who knows how long. And goals and dreams and visions that's much bigger than you, that scares the crap out of you. So maybe that's you. So check in and let us know in the comments. Let us know, where do you see your feminine energy come in? Where does she come in loud and clear? Who do you share yourself with, if anyone? And do you even share yourself with yourself, or have you not given yourself that time, right? So if you rarely find yourself operating from a space of worth and a space of trust, then your feminine energy is absolutely struggling. She's struggling and she wants to come through. So those are the two sides of us, right? Our dual energy, all of our motivations, our behaviors, the things that we do are run and motivated by our masculine and our feminine. I just went over the divine versions of them. There's also the disempowered versions of them, which in the last training in October here, we'll do that one. We'll talk about that one. But really, I want you to focus on your divine, because it's there and you've already accessed it. Just look at your history, look at your life. It might have not been since you were a child, right? Maybe something happened that took you off track, but it's there. There is that light within you that's been waiting, that's just waiting to emerge, to activate, right? So now that you know these dual aspects of your energy, your work is to create a clear channel. Your masculine running your mind, your feminine running your heart space. Your work is to create a clear channel between both of them so that they can meet and create. Because here's the thing, when the masculine and the feminine come together, and you can actually see this in biology and how we make babies and how we were born, right? The miracle of you, when the egg and the sperm came together, creation. When the feminine and masculine come together and harmonize, and it's really our energy, it's our divine energy, it's our God source, our God light, you get creation. Creation is power, and power is love. Power is love. When you are balancing your masculine and your feminine, you are in deep love frequency. And when you're in love frequency, baby, what happens is amazing. You meet the right people, things just take over. It's like you get momentum, you roll. One person after the next starts contacting you. All the people you used to talk to start reaching out again. I've seen it. It's happened to me before. So this is super, super, super bar stuff, right? So why do we resist the routine? Why do we resist it? If we know that there's all these things we can be doing, if we know that there's all these actions we could be taking to get the results that we want, why do we resist it? So I want you to, even in this moment, check in with like, oh shit, I'm resisting this conversation right now. I'm resisting this information right now. Because I'll tell you, when I started learning about the feminine energy, I was like, oh, come on, man. Like, yeah, okay. My feelings. Intimacy, vulnerability. Who wants that? I'm worthy. I'm confident. And it's like, no, not really. I had a vulnerability issue. I didn't want anyone to ever see how I felt, right? Had a mask all the time. So check in, right? Check in with what's going on inside of your mind. And I love it. Wherever you are, it's completely perfect. Wherever you are, it's completely perfect. Just stay present. Stay present. So why do we resist the routine? It is an imbalance. It's just an imbalance. You're not broken. You're not broken. You're not like a plate of china who fell and broke and can never be put back again. It's just an imbalance in your awareness. It's just an awareness of your energy and what you are allowing to drain your energy. Where has your energy been flowing in a space that is not conducive for what it is that you're looking to create? So what I want you to do from this moment forward, is claim 100% of your results. So I want you to write that in the comments. I claim 100% of my results going forward. So for the next 30 days, right? Or 29 days, however many days are left in October, just for these next 30 days, I claim 100% of my results. And I mean this in your whole life. With your relationships, if someone gets mad at you, if there's an argument, if in your business, with your finances, I claim 100% of my results. You want to get freedom? Claim responsibility. This is like it's the first thing, because guess what? Your masculine can handle it. Your masculine can handle it. Not only does she want to claim 100% of her results, she knows that she is the source. She knows that she's the source. If you claim the bad, you can also claim the good. And you can also claim what's going to happen. So this is really, it sounds so simple. It's incredibly powerful. Incredibly powerful. So your imbalance, if you are resisting routine, it's actually an imbalance in your feminine. It's an imbalance in your feminine. I'm going to talk what that looks like. So you don't take the time to ask yourself and actually connect with your deepest desire. So if you don't take time to connect with yourself and what you truly burning in your core want, to the point that it almost makes you like have a physical reaction, then your feminine is not being activated, okay? If you're living by the rules, regulations, and motivations of external forces, then your feminine is out of balance. So check in. Maybe it's your family. Maybe it's your parents. Maybe it's your kids. Maybe it's your kids. They're holding you hostage with what they want when you know what you want is different, and that you would be a better mom if you were doing more of the things you want and figuring out a win-win for everyone in the family. Maybe it's your friends. Maybe you have comparinitis, right? Where you're always comparing yourself to everyone around you. Maybe it's social media, and you let the outside forces, letting the outside forces change your own guidance, what you want, what you desire. So just something to check in. It's a feminine energy imbalance. If you live in deep fear of being fully expressed, so fear of rejection lives in this. Fear of rejection. If you're in fear of being authentic, if there is a deep fear from you actually sharing your thoughts and sharing your truth, especially when the truth might not be so nice. These are all the places your energy is leaking. Your power is leaking in all of these places. And your responsibility immediately is to identify all these places where you're not living your truth, where you're not living in what is your core desire, what's your core value. Awesome. Stephanie says guilty. Jeanette, yes, I compare a lot. Absolutely. So many of us, and like our society kind of breeds it now. So we almost feel like it's like normal, but no one's thriving. Even the people who look like they're thriving, even they're not thriving. So it's time to get back to ourselves. Get back to yourself. Get back to yourself. Go within, take that time. So the way this would look like in your life, this is a good time to check in with yourself. It looks like the results of this imbalance is having wishy-washy feelings of motivation. So your motivation wavers and you have a lack of clarity on what brings you the most joy. So if I said to you, if we were like talking on the phone and I said, so make me a list of 10 things that bring you incredible joy. If you can't list 10 things, then you haven't spent enough time with yourself. You haven't spent enough time asking yourself and dreaming. What 10 things, if I gave you $10 million, what would you do with it? If you don't know what you could do with it in like a week that would bring you incredible joy, you have work to do. This is your consciousness, your mindset, your richness, your joy, your love, your frequency. People want to be led by people with visions. People want to follow people who are inspired. It is your responsibility to inspire yourself. Inspire yourself. Take time with you. So this is the first thing. It might look like also other people's opinions of you and what you do always makes you stop whatever you're doing, or it makes you question the direction you're going in. So if you know that you wanted to start this business or you have multiple businesses, and as soon as someone like shoots you down, you think you're probably going to stop because you're going to die from the rejection, your feminine energy is totally disconnected from you. She wants what she wants. She wants what she wants. And if you're here in this incredible, incredible company doing this beautiful work, right, connecting with these incredible women, you have so many resources and you have so much to offer. But if what other people think about you is driving you off course, If other people's opinions is driving you off course, then you get to connect. You get to connect. What do I really want? What do I say is important to me? And like, screw everybody else, right? With love, but like, screw everybody else. Because I know what I'm guided for. That's your divine connection. And I'm talking spirituality, your divine connection. If you're here, it's because you're meant to be here. If you're here, it's because there was a purpose for you to be here. There's something that you are creating here in this company, with your finances, for your family, for the world, right? Being responsible with responsible products and sharing a different lifestyle in a different way. So if you talk yourself, this one is big, if you talk yourself out of big goals, or you settle for smaller goals that don't inspire you. Some people like crush under pressure, and then there's people that if they don't put big enough pressure on themselves, they're not inspired. If you talk yourself down in the things that you want, you will absolutely have a disconnect, because you're feminine. Remember, she expects your masculine energy to go and provide her deepest desires. So if you're not even connected to how big your vision is, how are you going to carry it out? You're not going to have the fuel, and you're not going to have the divine inspiration on how to actually do it. And if you have no idea what you want, so you avoid setting any goals from fear of failure. If any of these sound like you, just go ahead and put that in the comments. Because I know, look, listen, I know there's certain areas of my life where this is absolutely me, right? And we're always working. We're always taking steps forward. So check in. Where is my power leaking? This is why your routines, you're resisting them. This is why you're like resisting the success. And if you're someone who knows you can be successful at this, you could crush this. You could crush if you just had enough people in front of you. If you would just turn on your phone, right? If you just turn on your phone and go live and talk about how passionate you are. If you know that there's actions you could take that would blow you up and you're not doing it, you owe it to yourself. You owe it to yourself to check in. Who am I giving my power to? Where is my feminine energy leaking, okay? So how do I fix this, right? That's the question. Well, how do I fix this? Now I know I'm all out of whack. I know, but my patterns are off. How do I fix this? How do I fix this pattern? So here's the key. Here's the key. You have to allow your masculine energy. And after I post this, you can go back and rewatch that masculine piece. Allow your masculine energy to fully commit to your feminine. Your freedom through routine comes in your surrender. It is in your surrender. You must surrender to what you really, really, really want. If you are lying to yourself about what you really want, this is going to feel like an uphill battle. And here's the thing, there's sometimes fear in actually saying what we want, right? If it's like, I want to leave my 9-to-5 eventually to do this full time. If it's, I want to build a team of like 10,000 people. Now you're on the hook for actually creating it, right? So there's always going to be fear around claiming, but there doesn't have to be fear around the surrender. You must, so that's where the freedom comes. The freedom comes in the surrender. You have to understand your feminine energy, your divine connection, your God connection, your spiritual connection to your biggest life. The part of you that knows what is on the other side of your dream life. She wants full commitment and devotion to her dreams and her desires, okay? And your masculine is meant to serve her. So it's a two-pronged approach. You take time for yourself to center, whether you do yoga, whether you do meditation, whether you journal. You check in, what do I really want? I encourage you to do that today. Within the next 24 hours, make a freaking list for your whole life. What do I really, really want? And feel that want in such a way that it like, where you can barely sleep, because you're so excited to create it. That's the passion of manifestation. That's the passion of creation. It's the passion of creation. It is activation. That's what you're looking for, especially if you've been feeling wishy-washy and wavering. Like that energy doesn't get you nothing. You need like a line in the sand. You need like that moment where you're just like, this is what I'm going to do, no matter what. That's your masculine giving in to your feminine desire, okay? So if your masculine warrior doesn't know what his job is, he cannot perform, which is why you must take the time to ask yourself, well, what is it that we really want? Freedom comes in the surrender, okay? The only person you need to surrender to is yourself, my love. You're the only person you need to surrender to. You're the only person you're actually fighting with. It's not social media, it's not your friends, it's not your family, it's not your parents, and it's not your kids. The only reason you're not where you want to be yet is because you've been unwilling to become who you are supposed to become to have that result. And my call for you tonight is to surrender to who you really, really, really are. You're a truth teller. You see the future. If you're in network marketing, I always tell people, if you're in network marketing, you see the future. You see the future. You see what's coming. You know that intimacy and connection and true service is the way of the future and the way of the now. You're ahead of the curve. You're powerful and you're courageous. That's the truth. Start living from that place, and I promise you, all the other stuff is just going to fall away. And let everyone else figure themselves out, right? Let everyone else figure themselves out. So you want to break all the old rules. You want to break all the old rules and create new ones. So I'm going to give you, this is the last piece for this training. I'm going to give you the 3 W's for establishing a freedom routine. So we're going to support your masculine in creating this routine, but it's going to take some teamwork, okay? The 3 W's for creating and establishing your freedom routine for this whole month. Just give yourself 30 days and it's going to change your life. You'll be able to take it into your 90 days, okay? The why. Start with the why. I'm sure you've heard this before. Consider what is at stake for your development and for your growth. What is at stake? What outcome or results do you deeply desire to the point of building a new habit or consistently working towards that result? What are you willing to get uncomfortable for? Your success lies beyond the uncomfortable crap. I promise you. There is no one who has made it to the top of anything who has done it comfortably. So sign up. If you're signing up for 30 days of being uncomfortable, write that in the comments. Hi, Katie. Mwah. Nice to see you, beautiful. Yes. Holly says, I'm seriously emotional right now. I'm so excited for you, Holly. That's awesome. That means you're activating. It means you're turning on. Your heart is turning on. Beautiful. Why is now the time for you? Your feminine works in the present. She's like now, 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 now. If you think of like a baby, that's what your feminine is like, I want it now. And your masculine says, okay, honey, whenever you're ready, I got it. Let's go hunt. So why is now the moment for you? If you keep putting it off to tomorrow, next week, it's not going to happen. Why is now? So answer these questions for yourself. This is the why. Why am I going to sprint? Prioritize. Prioritize. There is nothing wrong with taking focused action in one area of your life for 30 days. Maybe it's not about having it all balanced, because balance is a myth. I truly believe balance is a myth. Maybe you're going to say, you know what, 30 days of sprinting towards my financial goals, 30 days of sprinting towards my business goals, 30 days of sprinting towards my health goals. Prioritize. Your masculine wants direction, wants directives, okay? When. Your next W is when. When does your energy flow highest? Everyone is different. This is not cookie cutter. No routine should ever be cookie cutter. It's just not going to work. Some people are morning people. Some people are night people. Me personally, I do my best work like nonstop between the hours of 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. Those 2 hours, those are like my golden hours. But you need to explore yourself and know yourself. If you've never tried, do something new. Test around. Are you a morning lady? Are you an evening woman? Do you like doing things after everyone's been put to bed? Great, an hour, 2 hours to focus on your dream. Focus on your goal. Maybe it's in the morning, 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. Fit it in. Like no joke. Like no joke, because your feminine wants it. Because you deserve it. Because you deserve it. Because you know you deserve it. Right? What time of day are you most inspired or turn on? When is your routine going to take place? Put it in your calendar. Let your masculine do her job. Let her do her job. She will carry you through, but you must connect to why this is so important for you to do, okay? And finally, the what, the final W, the what. What will your routine actually consist of? And here's what I say, okay? This is my formula. Your routine should consist of, there should be a mixture of stretching past a certain fear. So if something that scares you, whether it's prospecting, whether it's phone calls, whether it's, reaching out to your warm market, whether it's like working out, whatever part of your life this is, for some people it's opening the mail, right? Like you avoid the mail, you have resist. Do something that scares you, something that you have fear around, that usually the fear is around failure. That if I do it, I'm gonna fail or I'm gonna be rejected and it's gonna suck and I'm gonna like die. You're not gonna die, right? First things first, your routine should consist of something that scares you at least 75%, and something that brings you immense pleasure. So what scares you? Do that, put it into your routine, because that's gonna keep the fire on. It's gonna keep the fire on, and it's gonna activate your masculine that wants to break through. Remember, your masculine wants the challenge of feeling like a badass, of feeling like, I really did that. I was scared and I did that. So you wanna have the thing that scares you, but also what brings you immense pleasure. So this is what I mean by this. And I think this is like a hack, and I'm gonna go into this a little bit more in our next training at the end of the month. I believe it's October 30th, I will be on again. But create your conditions and standards for your routine. Create the conditions for it. So here's the thing. If you know that you hate warm calling, right? You hate warm calling and you don't like to do it and you don't want to sit at the desk and you're like avoiding it and it's just staring at you and the phone's, and you have anxiety around it. Create something pleasurable. Make a corner in your bedroom that becomes like your goddess sales corner. Put candles there. Make yourself a mug of tea and have your calls in a relaxed, loving environment. Maybe, you hate working out in the morning, okay? And that's something that has to be in your routine for you to be at tip-top shape. Make it as pleasurable as possible. Get new music that inspires you. Have a friend make you a playlist. Go buy the workout clothes that makes you feel like a freaking Victoria's Secret model or a Lane Bryant model if you're like thick like me, right? Like go get the stuff that makes you feel amazing. The thing that's gonna bring you pleasure. Maybe it's working out in the park because you love the bees and the trees and the birds and the flowers. Have the thing that scares you and have the thing that pleases you and put them together. Raise your standards. Raise your standards of how you live. Raise the standards of what you expect from yourself. Let your energy take care of you. But you have to take care of your energy. And all you have to do is connect. Stop running. Stop running. Stop. Take a moment. Take a breath. So you want to connect to your feminine. This is how we're going to end the session today. You want to connect to your feminine. The easiest way to do this is to connect to your senses. Your feminine energy lives in the present. She wants you to connect with her right now, all the time. So put your hands over your heart. If you're watching, you can put your hands on your heart. I want you to close your eyes. Just listen to me. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath in. And release. Take another deep breath in. And with this deep breath, I want you to breathe it into your heart. Breathe it into your heart. And release. Yeah, with this next breath, make the intention. Set the intention in your mind. I want to connect to my feminine goddess. I want to connect to my feminine energy. My intention is to connect to my deepest, deepest core desires. To my deepest core desires. Feel the breath going in and out of your nose. Feel the skin if you're touching your chest like I am. Or if you're touching your shirt or a dress, feel the fabric. Is it soft? Is it rough? Is it denim? Do you smell anything around you? Is there a candle on? Or maybe you were cooking dinner so you can smell dinner. Or maybe it's your husband's cologne or your son. Your feminine energy, ladies, is always waiting to share with you. She's always waiting to share with you. All you need to do is stop and breathe and connect. She will tell you what she wants you to do, and all you need to do is surrender. Surrender to her desires and activate your masculine. Activate the part of you that knows you have a gift. You have something to say, and you have results to create. Your energy creates all of your results. Doing things when your energy isn't behind it is a wasted opportunity to create and be open to pure magic. When your masculine and feminine energies are balanced and working together, you, my love, become magnetic. Your senses become sharp and you see opportunity at every turn. So, when you connect to her, you will know your needs. When you know your needs, you will know your routine, and you will know what your routine needs to be. And when you know what your routine needs to be, you will know what your results will become, because your routine becomes your results. You can open your eyes, you can join me. So I'm gonna leave you with this question. I'm gonna leave you with this question as you kick off this incredible month of a new routine that honors you, a new routine that inspires you, with dreams big enough that are actually worthy of you. Stop settling for these like little peanut dreams that you know like are so blah. I'm gonna like reach out to one person this week. Like, you're so much bigger than that. The world is a demand currently for bold dreamers and bold thinkers and bold connectors. People who are so turned on by who they are, who are so turned on by their love and by their hearts and by their gifts. And it requires, this is the work, taking time to be with you, to commune with you, because you know exactly what you need. There is no one, not your upline, not your sideline, no one who can tell you what your optimum routine is. You actually have full freedom to take your routine, your pace, your results into your hands, and you deserve it. So I'm gonna leave you with this question for this month. What do you require from your life? What do you require from your life? Not what do you want. What do you require? It is a call to action. It is a call to activation. It is a call to courage. What do you require? Put the line in the sand, my loves. I hope you take everything you've learned from this training and you really, really like reflect, and then just take it, go forward, activate, talk to each other about it, be in your masculine, be in your feminine. It's all absolutely beautiful, and all the pieces are within you right now. You have every single evidence you could possibly need to know that you can do this, whatever this is for you. So I hope that this has been an enlightening training. It has been incredible for me. Your energy is absolutely amazing. Like, I can already tell when I spoke to Jacob, I knew that this company was different. And I can really, really say thank you all so much for sharing your hearts, for sharing so vulnerably and openly. Absolutely adore you. I cannot wait for our next training at the end of the month, and I can't wait to see what results you create from this moment forward. So claim yourself, ladies. I'm sending you huge, huge, huge love. And again, I'm Angelisa Almanzar, the All Heart Coach. Have an amazing, amazing night, beautifuls.